What's up, man? Welcome back to another episode of the Toledo Dynasty. In today's episode, we have Ball State on the schedule, and as you can see by their record, they're not very good. We are competing for a spot in the playoff. We are right there on the cusp. Right there at the line. We just need some teams to lose, and we need to keep winning. We are currently 8-2, 6-0 in the conference, the number 14 team in the country. Things couldn't be any better right now other than being undefeated. But under these circumstances, we are doing pretty good. And I would feel a whole lot better if you hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? I feel a whole lot better if you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. YouTube will like it if you turn that notification bell on and slide in the comments. I would like that too. No pressure though. Ain't nobody forcing you to do nothing. But if you will do all those things for me, I would really, really appreciate it. But I know why you're here, so let's hop into it.
Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo.
You know it's time.
Home to the Toledo Rockets. A full house is in store.
Only got one thing on my mind.
Matchup in this one. Today, two teams set to square off in a max slugfest.
And let's get a dub.
The Ball State Cardinals,
you know what it is.
The 14th ranked team in the land,
we ain't no scrubs. We trying to treat Ball State like some little kids.
David Pollock and Jesse
Give them a BTA.
Can't wait to get this one started. Line gets set, first down. They'll run the RPO.
Let's see what we can get on the ground.
The give to the tailback.
Nothing.
A collision
to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
There it is.
Got it in the middle with Stevens.
First down.
They make the stop. Power football with the run.
There we go.
And a really nice. They'll ride the hot hand.
Nothing.
This offense went right. Little touch pass to the receiver.
Oh yeah. They ain't done.
Inside the 10.
Yes, sir.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a
the guy.
Yardage and they've got it. Wants to throw. It's Gleason. They've got the screen set up.
Okay.
They make the stop. Trying play action.
And he dropped it. Looks like the middle of the field might be open. Jaden Dotton on a slant. Real quick.
They're going to throw it again.
Yep.
He's got it down the middle.
It was on third and short.
They'll run it on first and goal.
He is going better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense.
Come on, man. Let's see. We got two slants. They got two linebackers in the middle. So I don't know.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And he
just take this sack.
He'll line it up from 34 out. Never
get the field goal.
Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Definitely don't want to turn it over there. Just take the points.
Fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive.
Let's see what they're going to do.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams, regardless of which side of the ball they play on.
My running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did that time.
Knock it out.
He's ready. Nice job.
Looking for a man.
All right, and nobody's blocking.
Sack him.
And the freshman will
good coverage. Hand him a sack.
The defense has the opponent back
and tell him have a good day, sir.
Pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to.
Timmy said, "Not today."
They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last
fast.
week.
All right, we need to get in the end zone this time.
I got the football. I got to take care of the football. Put a nice drive together and just
a good hole to run through.
Points on this drive.
No doubt.
Don't do that.
Holds and fires complete to the right. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
They don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad. You tend to go to the ground pretty good.
Get close. We got to be able to pick up 1 yard.
Make sure they know where he is at all times.
It'll be a run on third and short.
Oh, yeah.
And the Rockets get enough. Wants to throw on first down. Buying some time.
Got him. Touchdown. Junior Vandeross, the third.
Waiting on him.
That boy disappeared like John Cena. He said, "You can't see me." Oh, man. I see you working across the field, my boy. Good pass. Touchdown.
Really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got it.
Handoff to the lone back.
Good tackle.
And this one will be stopped. Dropping back, it's Kelly.
No, sir.
And a miss. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch.
Fair catch, that one.
RPO complete to open the drive.
I'm probably blocking too far down the field.
There's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the
now holding.
Oh,
damn it.
And that's the end of the first quarter. We are up 10-0.
They came out and jumped on them early.
Handling business so far. Defense locked in. Offense scoring.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's going to throw deep.
That's
right
out of
side.
bounds. Damn.
And that'll be in. Looking to pass. It's Gleason.
We'll take that.
Completion to the side. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
We gonna punt it. Don't want to turn it over right here.
Pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense.
Knock it down.
I just think David too predictable.
He's looking to
Get him again.
Away from heat. And he can find a receiver.
Who's that, Jeremiah Peters?
He is
yes, sir.
Rushing the passer.
Got 20 career sacks.
I mean, some people just
death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The screen.
Get it out on the screen.
Bring him down.
Way that swing the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return.
It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense obviously.
Got to move the ball on this drive.
Looking to throw, it's Gleason. Working that left side now.
All right, we're pressing up.
Line up right at the 48-yard line.
That's what I like to see. I like to see him pressing.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
I like to see him pressing.
He's going to pass.
I like to see him pressing.
Down the left side.
You're going to get cooked, son. Junior Vanna lost it third.
And once he found open space, the band might as well start.
Hit you with the uptown boogie.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year
I see you
long.
too.
Those plays are backbreakers.
Doing what you do.
Just can't contain this offense.
Cooking secondaries.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into the
tackling.
Running room. And the give from the gun.
Good tackle. They're going hurry up.
Give to the back.
We on that.
No, back to throw. It's Kelly.
And he dropped it.
Try to throw screens behind
Them boys ain't ready. Oh my God, it's a shank.
Defense played it great.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion.
And what is the
They
flag?
make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding again.
This is absolute bullshit!
Leaves it with the back. They open the lane and he hit it again. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They bring him down to throw. It's Gleason. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's
That's
loose.
not good.
Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
This man was coming at me full speed, and I panicked.
And maybe this guy was
no Diddy.
Somebody would bail him out.
No Diddy on all that.
Or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real.
Anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing.
They'll throw it away.
And you can just
collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach,
we got
I'm
a
considering
flag.
starting to give some other dudes some chances.
They're holding.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Finally, get him something.
He's looking to throw.
Screen.
Setting up the screen.
No.
Shakes off the tackle.
Get him.
Didn't have much. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll pull it
And he's
down.
going to scramble.
Across the 25, he's got room.
That's on me. I
come to the line with a new
lost
set of
contain.
downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down.
Woo.
And it's incomplete. To the air, it's Kelly.
You got to pick that.
Well to the on 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
And he stopped short. Yeah, I called a timeout. They decided to go for it. And that was a good decision.
They'll dial up the run.
There's a touchdown.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And that's not how you execute that.
physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this
I called a
offense is
timeout
going.
to try to save some time. I didn't think they was going to go for it on 4th and 2. When they end up going for it.
This thing could get anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into half.
He wants to throw.
Got him.
It's complete on the right side. Turns it
Got
on
a bounce.
midfield. Wide receiver coming across in motion. That's reeled in. It's Stevens. The offense
Use a timeout there.
Timeout to stop the clock. Dropping back, it's Gleason. A shot toward
Cooked
the
him.
end zone.
Cooked him.
He's got it. Touchdown, Rush.
Larry Stevens.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the
Leaving me
nation in points per
speechless.
game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all
Tucker
over
Gleason.
this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like,
Was
With
not
feeling, this is the time of game
set up to
where,
defend the run.
It could get bad if you don't score. And all
That's
of a
why
sudden
they got
get
7
the ball
yards.
back, they take it down the field and put some points up. This thing might be over. So absolutely.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Slings it. He makes it.
Come on.
Defense will try to keep everything in front. Turns it loose deep.
And he caught it.
Inside the 10. Defense
But they out of
makes a
time.
Stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Oh, man.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
That half was
Gentlemen, what else is new?
A roller coaster.
Spirited environment there in Toledo.
to say the
And
least.
we have to start this halftime breakdown.
Defense was
by addressing the
excellent
play of
for
this
the most part. I mean, the
receiver.
only touchdown they
This is
had was the
clearly a
touchdown
young man
after
who,
we turned the
once he's
ball
finished
over.
Playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on
Offense has been looking good.
Kid has different gears.
Besides
He has
the
a knack
turnover.
for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that
Play
kind of
to get our confidence going. We just got to get something going early here on this drive.
Second.
Here's a fumble
Turnover.
right behind the line.
Let's go.
Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere.
Get
It's
the
a turnover.
fumble.
And the quarterback
You know,
just
we
couldn't
ready to
bring himself
rumble.
to pull the trigger and get rid of
The
the
QB
ball,
took
and they
a tumble.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit.
On the
Right? They're doing an
grass.
Outstanding job
Matthew
in the back
Presley.
end coverage, not allowing
He
any
said, please
receivers
don't
open.
press me.
They'll go to the ground. They bring
Damn.
him down. And
Line coaches block those guys. Don't watch
Uh-oh.
them tackle our guy.
Touchdown, Willie Shaw, the third.
Toledo. And the pummeling has started.
Take
We're
a
handed
bow.
break with unbelievable
What they
field
gonna do
position like
now?
that. You better finish the deal, and they did.
Look
You saw
at, listen to the
quarterback
crowd.
jog on the field.
I bet
think
your
he gave a
fans
high five
booing
to every one
almost
of
sound
those
like a
players
cow,
coming off that
but
just
instead of a
put
B, it's
them
an
in
M.
position to go score
I mean,
that
instead of
touchdown.
a
That
M, it's a
QB
B.
knew This was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage.
with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he was
the only thing about their defense I like to run is once they start throwing the ball towards the sideline, that's where it gets exposed.
Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot. To the air, it's Kelly. And wings it incomplete. On third down, he drops to throw.
Get him. Oh, the field.
They've been busy out there for the 5th time today.
Okay. I was about to say.
Yeah, you got to protect them.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they...
we might be all right. Yep, they back out of there.
Now, here's an inside give. And he's tripped up. Comes out throwing on first down. He puts
Cook him again.
A lot of air under it down the sideline.
Cook them again.
That ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Junior Vander Ross the third.
Pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety.
Them safeties doing way too much hesitating. Too much hesitation. Sometimes it doesn't even matter if they got 2 safeties deep. If that safety hesitates just a little bit and I see my receiver has a step, I'm throwing it.
Handoff from the gun.
Another good run. And when you hit them over the head with a long pass, they got to try to defend it, which leaves the ground game open. The ground game.
Give to the back. Wrestle to the ground.
It ain't nothing special, folks.
Like it could have gone for more.
I don't run a whole lot of plays. It's just it's all about how the defense reacts to what you're doing.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Delivers to contact.
Now we're going to spread them out and try to go up the middle in a football way.
Trying to surge it in.
Touchdown, winning shot at 3.
And the beatdown has ensued.
Flex.
You simply can't say enough about this guy and what
Who's
he's brought to
next?
this offense. Big-time players.
He said he need his check.
Big games. He has shown up.
NIL, give him some respect.
That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
I'm the coach. I can't pay him, but I know who can.
Give this time, David.
And I think this offense.
Another fumble.
The ball is loose. Oh, looks
And we got it again.
Nice job by the defense there. They're trying to get to the
And that's a
quarterback.
Matthew
You see
Presley
those arms.
again.
They're flailing. They're swatting at that football. They're trying to get the ball out of the QB's hands. Those long arms by those
Oliver.
man.
I ain't even get to see what his last name is.
to the air. It's Gleason. Got it.
Nobody covering him. And we can get a first down without scoring. But we want to score.
Here's the handoff.
And we gonna score.
Touchdown, Toledo.
Winning shot at 3rd again.
Is on.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown.
You know that's my friend.
That is what you want to see.
Yeah.
Plus 6.
We gonna
plus
pay him on the
6.
back end. His check long. Yeah. All right,
They're
D.
excited and ready to go. So this offense,
Get another
they've
one.
got to get something going.
Pick.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And
Ah.
they'll close in on him after.
That's
a
Kavon Sherman
interception.
with the pick.
Defensive players don't always see.
Strap him in like a
They see
seat
the
belt.
receiver, they get to chase him, but really good
They
job.
offense, they
See
need
where the
help.
receiver is going and making an interception.
But we can't
Making a big
help
play,
you.
getting the ball back to your offense.
Like butter, we trying to melt you.
With jet sweep pass.
Ah.
Tackle is made, but not. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Punch it in there.
Make them get in more passing situations, but do not
Can we
let
do
them
it?
run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Running play to the left here, looking
No.
for the end zone.
All right, we're
I
gonna
know
spread
that.
them out.
Now how do I counter punch and attack this defense?
See if they're gonna make a mistake.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal.
And he dropped it.
Okay. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Make the field goal.
He hit that one right down the middle.
We making field goals today.
To a lead that is already way out of hand.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the field.
We know they got to go pass.
Now here they come on 1st and 10.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play.
And I say that, and they immediately run the ball.
He had to get that to his tight end.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Able to
honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. Snap from the gun on 3rd down.
Why are you running?
Where you going, sir?
And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd.
You ran into the wrong side.
With a big sack.
Woo! Yeah! Jeremiah Peters.
Guys,
that's the end of the 3rd quarter. We are up 48-7.
Rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
1 quarter away from 9 wins. They ain't put the subs in.
Field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down.
It's a good run by the backup halfback, though.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they try to run the inside handoff.
I like the decision there.
Looking for a man. It's Gleason. Coming after
Denied.
And he was hit.
Got in a bad situation. Through the stop the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Go into the end zone.
And the ball will.
They're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle. Understanding what.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout.
Nothing.
Fires it.
Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing.
Back to the air one more time. The throw. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Bring him down.
Not a whole.
This defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Oh, my God.
A strike downfield.
That you can usually have some success, and a really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
Tackle him.
And he's able to shed 4. Looking downfield, it's Kelly. Gets it out fast.
We gonna tackle him?
They go up top together. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal.
This is a really big moment in this game.
No, sir.
And he gets it.
You can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Right hash and the angle should be bad from this distance. Splits the uprights. It's
okay.
Good. Well,
it's better than a touchdown.
3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out,
my parlay.
Way more aggressive.
It's gone. Knew I shouldn't have bet on them.
Situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
There we go.
Excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Willie shot a 3rd. Going over 1,000 yards this season. Who would have thought we'd have a 1,000-yard rusher on this season? If you go back and look at the first 2 games. The first few games.
The give as they work on that clock. And the give to the left side. And they'll shove him out.
Really didn't need to run out of bounds, but it happened. We just trying to pick up this 1st down.
Dropping back, it's Gleason. He's got
and
his
we
man.
got it.
They've got it. On the run, it's Shaw. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a good fake. The give to the left. They bring him down, and he's trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Steven.
We're not going to kick it.
He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Well, this one had
just let the clock run out.
Of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield.
Pretty good performance from the team. Didn't have to do a whole lot in the fourth quarter. Wasn't trying to do a whole lot in the fourth quarter. Just get out of here with a victory. Get out of here with everybody healthy.
From the opening kick, all three phases we saw,
and move on to the final game of the season.
David, you really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just
final game of the regular season, I should say, because we will be playing in the conference championship game.
You're gonna do you. Put up a bunch
and
of
hopefully,
win by a lot of points.
hopefully, we can sneak in the playoff. And for the player stats, we got Tucker Gleason going 23 of 28, 339, completed 82% of his passes, 3 TDs, 0 picks. Another excellent day for Tucker Gleason, my guy being my guy. On the ground, Willis Shaw III picks up 27 carries for 109 yards and 3 TDs. Hell of a day on the ground, that's what I like to see. On the receiving side, this time we got Junior Vander Ross III leading the way with 6 receptions, 147 yards, and 2 TDs. Those safeties just didn't know what they were doing. The corners couldn't cover, and we were just lining them up and throwing them deep, son. Larry Stevens also had himself a day, 6 receptions, 77 yards, and a TD. Jaden Dotton not having a Jaden Dotton type of day, but he still had 6 receptions and 66 yards, and we'll take that. On the defensive side, we got Najee Bowers leading the way with 9 tackles total, 6 assists, 3 solo, and he also had a TFL. Right behind him, we got Braden Owls, however you pronounce that, Owls or Owls? It's probably Owls. I mean, it is an A. Anyway, 8 total tackles, 5 assists, 3 solo, 1 TFL. My boy Jeremiah Peters had 5 total tackles, 2 assists, 3 solo, 2 TFLs, 2 sacks. Yes, sir. Matthew Presley had 3 total tackles. All 3 of those were solo. He did have 2 TFLs as well and a sack, and he had a fumble recovery as well, and he also forced a fumble. So shout out to you, my boy. Emmanuel McNeil Warren also had 7 total tackles, 5 assists, 2 solo. Kavon Sherman had the interception on the day. We only had 1 interception, I believe. My boy Oliver had a sack. Timmy not had a sack. Quarterback tried to get away. Not today. What else? We had another forced fumble that was also forced by Oliver, and Wyatt had a fumble recovery as well. Okay, I don't know why I thought Matthew Presley had 2 recoveries. He only forced 1 fumble. Anyway, and we got some more good news here on the recruiting trail. My boy Andre Ficken has committed to the team. The 4-star halfback straight out of Orlando, Florida. We got a Florida Jet coming to the team. Yes, sir. And we also got a right tackle, a 3-star right tackle, straight out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, Markel Hicks. Some more help coming for the O-line. And we got a right tackle, and Darrell Lancaster, straight out of Iowa. You know what I'm saying? 3-star. And my boy Junior Vander Ross III earns himself the MAC Offensive Player of the Week with those 6 receptions, 147 yards, and 2 TDs. Yes, sir. Okay, so far this season, we have 10 recruits committed to the team already. We got 5 4-stars and 5 3-stars, what it looks like. We did get the halfback. We were really wanting to get this halfback, bring him in, see what he's all about. Of course, we got the O-line. We got a left tackle and a right tackle. So we already had 2 4s. Well, that's not a right tackle. That's a right end. Anyway, we got a left tackle committed, 4-star. So we got that sold up. We also got free safety. Actually, 2 free safeties. We got a cornerback, slot corner. Also got a receiver that I was really looking at an Ian Knight. He's a deep threat. He's very fast. I like that. Also got a right guard, another right tackle, another right tackle. Any one of these guys can be moved to the left side if that's what it takes. But as we get on into the guys that we are still recruiting, we are heavy favorites for Tommy Turner, and we really need to get this guy. We missed on the previous QB that we had on the board. We let it get out of hand, but we're not gonna let this get out of hand. We're gonna stay maxed out on him until he commits to the team. We're gonna get the visit whenever it's time to get the visit. We gotta make sure we stay on top of that. But every week, I'm gonna be making sure that we are where we need to be as far as this QB. We also have another QB that we are looking at in Orlando Hepburn. Gonna keep my eyes on him. We do have 250 hours that we can use. I'm gonna do that off screen. That way you guys don't have to sit through all that. Just wanted y'all to see what was going on as far as the recruiting board. Looks like I'm gonna be using all 250 hours, trying to make sure that we kind of stay ahead of some of these recruits. And I got a few that I need to add on the board. We need to go back and find a kicker because our kicker that we had on the board committed to somebody else. And we really need to get a good kicker, not just any kicker, a good kicker. And for the top 25 this week, we got Florida State sitting on top. They move up 2 spots from 3 to 1. Ohio State drops down 1 spot, even though they got a win. I guess Florida State being undefeated weighs more than Ohio State having 1 loss. I can agree with that. Penn State also drops as well. So Florida State jumps both of them. I mean, that was a good win against a team that's still in the top 10 right now. I believe they were ranked number 7. I see it now. But anyway, Kansas State sitting at 4. We got Clemson at 5. We got Oregon at 6. Georgia at 7. Texas A&M at 8. Michigan at 9. NC State at 10. Alabama at 11. And Tulane sitting at number 12. Now we need a loss here, primarily from Tulane. I would like to take their spot, but I don't know if that's going to happen. They got Charlotte. I don't really know how good Charlotte is, but we are hoping for an upset in this final week of the season for Tulane. As you can see, we are number 13. We are right on the outside of the top 12. We need somebody to lose. Actually, Alabama, they got 3 losses. You could argue that they don't deserve to be in there, but anyway, let's keep on scrolling. We got, what was that, 5 teams that were not ranked before. Tennessee, Texas, Notre Dame, UCF, and Colorado State all in now. Syracuse drops after they lose. Liberty drops after they lose. And we got Maryland and Boston College also new in the top 25. And for the MAC, of course, we are sitting on top. We are the only undefeated team in the conference. Everybody else has 3 or more losses. And to be honest, everybody else in the conference kind of stinks. And that really isn't helping us as far as our college football playoff hopes. They come over here and look at our conference. They were like, well, every other team in that conference not very good. So they should be undefeated in the conference. And you really can't be mad at that. And for the Heisman watch, we got Drew Allar sitting on top, Devin Brown at 2, Avery Johnson at 3, James Peoples at 4, and Brock Glenn at 5. And we'll take a quick look at the playoff bracket again. Yeah, we really need a Tulane loss. A Tulane loss, or maybe Alabama losing again. But we need an L from somebody. And if you made it to this part of the episode, you already know how I go on this show. It's the outro. Who would have thought we would be where we are right now if you go back and look at the beginning of the season and how we got Donkey Kong smashed in the first week, and we lose a close one to a team that's in the top 25 in Maryland. But still, they are 7-4, so they aren't great. Kentucky isn't great either. They were ranked when we played them. I think they were like number 9 or something like that. But as you can see, turns out they're not very good. And those 2 wins would really, really help us right now as we are fighting for our playoff lives. And don't get me wrong, this last game against Northern Illinois is very important as well, because we can't afford to lose no games right now if we want to accomplish our ultimate goal, and that's to make the playoff. Right now, the goal isn't to win a national championship, which that's the ultimate goal. But right now, we got to be realistic. And being realistic right now is we have a chance at making a playoff, but we have to focus on what's ahead of us. Focus on what we know. We know we got to beat Northern Illinois. We know we got to go into the conference championship game and get a win there as well. And let the chips fall wherever they gonna fall. Because at the end of the day, we controlled our destiny and we blew it in the first 2 weeks. So we can't really blame nobody but ourselves right now. And I will blame you if you don't hit that like button. And I will blame you if you haven't subscribed already. And I will blame you if you don't turn that notification bell on so we can get another one of these videos, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? You sitting on your device right now, you looking at it, you see that subscribe button right there, you see that like button, you see the comments. What's stopping you from indulging in the activities on the channel? Nothing. That's what's stopping you. But all jokes aside, make sure you do all those great things. That's for YouTube. That lets YouTube know that you guys are enjoying the content, and it will push me up in the algorithm and hopefully help me get more views and more subscribers. And I can bring you guys more videos like this. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer. I am your HC. This is the Toledo Dynasty. We're in season number 2. We are sniffing a playoff berth. Will we be able to take a bite out of it, or will we get smacked across the nose? Door shut right in our face. Stay tuned to find out. But until next time, I'm out.